and welcome to Wolf Farms. I'm Dawn, also known as Knitting Wolf.
And I'm James, also known as Wolf Photo. This podcast is brought to you by Wolf Farms. You can find us on the internet at wolffarms.net. This month we have a special going. Every 2 days we have a different scent on sale, 25% off. And so this coming week, starting Monday, we have World's Best Coffee. You can get 25% off that. And then on the 11th, this is going every 2 days. So we have a scent every 2 days.
12 cents of Christmas.
Yeah, it's the 12 cents of December or Christmas. And I know, it's along, you understand. But so this coming week is World's Best Coffee, patchouli, chocolate covered cherry, oatmeal brown sugar, and that brings us all the way through. That brings us all the way through till next podcast, and then you can find out more. Or you can just go to our site; it's got the whole list all the way through to the 24th, and then after the 24th, we actually everything Christmas scent will be 25% off through the end of the year. So that's kind of our. Usually we just have one scent. If you watch, you know that. But this month we thought we'd change it up a bit for the Christmas.
Spicing it up. So, I got tassels.
Yeah. The things you guys don't see when the camera's off. See, I got this great fish hat going. I'll say this for later, though, but you have to appreciate this.
We wish you a Merry Fishmas. And Knit Pearl Girl Carrie had called out all the podcasters from Thanksgiving to Christmas to wear the funky, ugly Christmas sweaters or whatever. So we got stuff planned all the way to Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
And this is the most itchiest stuff that I made years and years ago. So
nice.
I look like a little French wee. And you got your...
I've got my It's a Major Award. See, you can see the leg lamp. See?
Carrie actually went and got a real one to put in her window.
Yeah, I know. I saw that one of the sites, I think in Newegg, had them last year. You get a I
can't believe we don't have one.
Yeah, well, we have all of the Hallmark ornaments that are the Christmas story because that's along our lines. We like that kind of humor. So so we have all of the ornaments on our tree with that. But yeah, we don't have a full-size one yet. And that would look great from the road as people drove by. You know, I put that right in the window and light it up. So it's a major award. Fragile.
See, that's why I'm all fridgy. Fragile.
So, yeah, so that's I've got my... my tribute to Christmas Story. Just wait, on Christmas it's 24 hours of Christmas Story. They run it on one of those channels that you can watch it non-stop for 24 hours. So.
Yeah.
Oh, fudge. Only it was the holy mother of bad words, right?
Yeah.
You're
going to take this. I'm like...
That's okay. Well, I'll back it up a bit, so I'll get the rest of the podcast excitement and fun going. So,
did you welcome?
Oh, welcome! Hi,
howdy to new viewers and returning viewers. I noticed we had quite a few new members in the group, so welcome. And
well, thanks for joining with us. If this is your first podcast. It gets better. Just kidding. So yeah, we keep it light and humorous most of the time. So we can't help it. That's just the way it comes out.
It's just the way
we can't be serious. That's just not us.
This is the funny farm.
So, but anyway, so yeah, let's get things underway. So, farm happens. Yeah, it's just like the duck dinner.
So farm happenings. This week was a lot of homeschool stuff for me. I've been busy with lots of paperwork, and I guess I was a really mean teacher this past month because he's had a crap ton.
Yeah, well,
I'm like, woo!
He's got to finish what he's got to finish. Curriculum is curriculum. So yeah, you had a lot. You were doing a lot of the school paperwork. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I decorated.
Yeah, we did. We
Yesterday.
pulled out all the Christmas decorations, and as you can see behind us, we have our little mini Christmas tree right here.
I can't
you
even see it.
No, it's because you can see the bottom half of it. It's high up on there. But we do have our decoration. I guess I got to pull some more, maybe some of the garland and string it across the shelves.
I haven't decorated it, and you can't even see it. I'm peeking, trying to see if I can see it.
Looking under the camera. It's
and then
right
we got
there.
another one over there, and then
we got a tree there, and a tree over there. So.
No, because after last podcast, we went and got a real tree. Mm-hmm. Not a chopped off dead tree, real tree, but
a real live tree that we can then plant out into the...
We're going to have our own Santa's tree farm?
So, yeah, we'll have extra trees to decorate, and we're trying to discuss where to put them when we get done. We might put them out by the lake.
Yeah.
Put them around the lake or something, and then, they'll be happy out there, because there will always be water.
Yeah.
So, and then...
and I can't even smell it. It doesn't smell.
No, that one's not like one of the ones that have a lot of scent or fragrance. It's not really... It wasn't meant to be a Christmas tree. It's just a pine. But it looks good.
It looks Christmas tree.
We got lights on it. We went and got lights for it, and it's got ornaments.
Homemade ornaments.
Yeah. So, yeah, it started there, and then we went and pulled out all of our other decorations. So the house is looking very Christmassy now. Except for the outside. I haven't put lights up. That's one of those things that it's a time thing. You know how it is. We complain about that every week, so.
Yeah.
Farm happenings on my side. Actually, working on making a new duck chateau.
Just
a shelter for the ducks so that they can have a nice place to go in at night and stuff. And I got to make one for the geese still, but I just have to do the roof on it. But I do have some video of the farm. What do we call that?
Farm tour.
Farm tour. So I got some of the stuff. I figured I'd go out there. I finished up the goat pen, so it's got all the sides on it, so it's all set. The goats, they love cardboard. So the best goat toy, if you get a goat, get a box, tape it up, throw it out there. They were having a field day with it. So yesterday they kind of destroyed the 2 boxes I put out there, so I gave them a new one today. But they just love that. They were playing with it. So
they're ornery.
Yeah.
I let them out the other day, and I was like half an hour wrangling them up, and yeah, that's quite entertaining.
Yeah, I was cleaning up their area, raking it out and stuff. So I let them out and play. They go immediately over. We have an area that we call the forest because we have a bunch of trees that haven't been planted over there, and they start eating the trees. So I have to go over there, and immediately, as soon as they see me coming, ooh! So they go run back and they run into their cage. So they knew they weren't supposed to be there, but they do it anyway. So.
And then Amanda, she'll go to another tree and stand up, but as she's looking at it, look at what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they'll.
She's the little instigator, ornery.
Imagine that.
Yeah, Amanda.
So, but yeah, we do have some video, so why don't we go outside and we'll give you a little bit of the farm tour, and we'll see you outside. Hey, TJ. What are you doing? Hmm? All right, we're back. So anyway,
we need to explain the geese.
What do we need to explain about the geese?
Them knocking at the door.
Oh yeah, that's right. That was I didn't win.
I plurked yesterday because it sounded like a machine gun. I was being bombed or something.
We'll do that as a separate video though. I wasn't planning that as the farm tour. So, but we can go into it now. The geese.
They come to our back French doors, and the ducks, all 4 ducks. And yesterday morning, all of them were tap, 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 tap. And we got video of just Lucy doing it. But when they're all 6 going at this glass door.
When they, if anyone ever tells you geese can't be trained, they're wrong. She feeds them. And they know that, so they come to the door and they want some lettuce, they want some romaine and whatnot. So they come to the door and they knock until you come and give them something. So you've trained them to come knock at the door.
They like to watch me work out too.
Yeah, they get entertained, but yeah. So let's go to the video. This is the ducks at the door wanting to get fed, so you can see what it is, and it sounds like it just tap, 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 tap. They do that.
And it's Lucy, the one on the door. Ricky's just watching her, so.
Yeah, so. All right. And now you get to see.
So that was just a silent version of it. When all of them are going, it's like, whoa.
Yeah. So that's life on the farm.
That's when I jump up and give them their lettuce and their wine.
Yeah, reward them for annoyance. Huh?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
is that about it?
I think so. So, what's in your coop?
What's in my coop?
Yeah.
I only have one thing in my coop, in my bird leg heart bag. And this is, I have no idea what yarn this was. It is Mountain Colors hand-painted yarn in the Yellowstone colorway. And it's superwash wool and mohair and nylon. Not that it matters, I bought that 4 years ago. And it's color wheat. I bought this in Montana.
Yeah.
Can't remember the name of the store right now. It's something Pearls,
Wild
Pearls. Yeah. And this is the For Good. Oh, I'm out of practice. Feels
You're
like
out of practice? I can't talk today.
This is the For Good hat by Megan Williams. The Stockinette Zombies. Just run it. This is a great pattern. And here's my progress. I really thought I could have whipped this out, but I got to decorating yesterday.
Sidetracked, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, all the sparkly lights and the glitter, huh?
Yeah.
Got the better of you.
And then here's where the buttons are gonna be in that area.
Is that the buttons I'm supposed to make for you?
Yes, I was getting there. And I really like this detail that she's done. You see that line? You know, it really sets it off, which is really cool. So, yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
It matches my hair.
I know.
You won't even know I'm wearing a hat.
Blends right in. Keep you nice and warm.
Yeah.
Because we don't get cold out here. So.
And this is on size 5s. My Haya interchangeable awesome needles that I love, 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 love. Sharps. Haya sharps.
Yep. So, my Coop.
Your Coop.
Still working on my woolly wormhead wide-ribbed beanie. Actually sat down last night and took some time and got a little bit knit on this. A little, you know. But there's my little dicky-do, and I've got that much. Basically, this is all I did last night. I have about 3 more inches to go before I do the decrease, and I'm going to try and get that knocked out this week and make an effort. But it's coming along. Nice and these are warm. Mm-hmm. Because you have the brown one that I did.
Brown one, yeah.
And so, yeah, so it's coming along. Hopefully, I'm going to try and get this wrapped up because she keeps telling me I need to be knitting something else. So instead of just taking my time, I'm savoring the yarn, right?
What kind of yarn are you savoring?
Oh, this is Dancing Dog. Sorry, Michelle. It's my Chubby Puppy Aran Weight Dancing Dog Dye Works in the Frankenweenie.
Your weenie beanie.
Yeah, so Frankenweenie. My Frankenweenie beanie is at 6 inches right now. So, but hopefully I'll get that wrapped up by the next podcast so that you'll see that all completed and I'll be underway on something new. Exciting. But we'll see. It's coming along. So, you know, don't need to keep dragging that out because I keep talking about it every week. You guys are probably already know everything about it. So, yeah. But it is coming along. So, the one thing I must say, I don't know how I do it, but it seems like every week I run into something that I don't know what I did, but I end up with either picking up an extra stitch or I get distracted maybe watching TV or something, and I gotta get help. And so I don't know how I do it, but last night I did it, and this morning I was coming around and I'm like, how did I end up with an extra stitch? So I don't know. And you don't even know what I did.
No, it's like
I'm being creative. I'm coming out with new knitting techniques.
Well, you picked up from down below, but I mean, you went way down below.
I don't know how I did that. I just, you know how knitting is. You know, I just sit there and huh? But yeah, so I'm coming out with new knitting techniques, right? Yes. So make big old holes in your knitting projects. See, if I do that consistently, then I'll have the wide-ribbed holy beanie.
Mm-hmm. You can call it your
vented.
Swiss cheese.
My vented. do it in yellow, and it'll be my cheese, like my cheese hat.
Yeah. So, flown the coop.
Flown the coop.
I have a few things that flew the coop since I wanted our real tree, the live tree, the living tree. Whatever you want to call it. I did a red snowflake. I didn't block it. I just stuck it on the tree.
Too anxious to get it decorated.
To me, this is a poinsettia. That's what it looks like.
Oh, flower, not a snowflake?
Don't it look more like a poinsettia flower? And then it's big. You can see it's the size of my hand. And the tree's not very big.
Yeah.
So
give it a couple years.
Yeah. And then I'll link the patterns because I have no idea what these are now. That's crocheted. I hooked it, and I hooked this too. And I did this out of my leftover unwind yarn, Erin, in the Aurora Borealis colorway. I loved it. I made it poofy. I stuffed it because I wanted it a poofy heart. So you do two...
Poofy star.
Poofy star. Oh, did I... Yeah.
You said heart.
They can see what it is. Anyways, it's... you do two of them, and then you stick it together and whip stitch it. And I stuffed it so you can see.
You know what it reminds me of, don't you?
No.
With it all puffy like that, it looks like Patrick from SpongeBob.
It's
you got to make.
pink.
I know. You got to do a pink one, and then we'll have Patrick hang it from the point, and then.
But yeah, you start off and you make a. They called it something fancy, I don't even know now. But instead of slip stitching to make a join, you just keep going around so it makes a swirl. So, yeah. And then I added the little...
The hook.
Yeah.
Ring. Twirly thing.
Twirly. And then another thing I finished this week is the... I was looking for the pattern. I knew I brought it over here. Is the Crosswords in the Coffee Shop by Carrie Steinmetz, Knit Pearl Girl. And I did this, and boy, Dana, your ears are just going to be burning off. In the Unwind Yarn Company, Erin Waite. That's what this is from. And this is the finished. Sorry, honey.
Okay.
So I made the. She called it the shawlette. I call it more of a scarf size because I changed. I did. Let's get to this. Size 8 needles. There we go. And I did only one of the lace repeats. I also did 2 rows of garter down here to keep it from rolling. And when I got up here to the short rows, you were only supposed to do like, I can't remember what the pattern said, 2 or 4. I added 4 extra is what I know I did. And then, so, because I wanted it a little bit more balanced, since I only did 1 lace. And it is so warm and squishy and, yeah. Cool. So pretty. I got that. I love the colors. It's just so pretty. So.
Very nice.
Yep. So that's my finished objects. Had to look around me.
Let's see. Make sure you're not. You didn't do any spinning, huh?
No. Darn it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I just hadn't got to it.
Yeah. There's only so many things you can do in a day.
No, I've been making sure I'm working out because I usually put that off. I had something funky on me.
The fuzz?
I don't know.
The yarn's attacking you. So, what are we at?
I don't know.
In the coop, from the coop to market.
To market. I actually have a to market. I pre-ordered this sometime yonder last month. And I had to get it. This is one thing I had to get because it's called Squeal Like a Pig. And this is Dancing Dog Dye Works in Glitter Paws. It's 75% superwash merino, 20% nylon, 5% stellina. In the Squeal Like a Pig colorway.
Cool.
So, and this is the Did I say fingering weight already?
No.
Oh. Well, it is. It's fingering.
If you didn't pick up on that, fingering weight.
Yep. Fingering.
Yeah, pretty cool. Feel like a pig.
Oh, pretty sparkly. So now, I'm like, what is that? Our new segment, Farmer's Market. Because I'm like, Farmer's Market? I didn't go to no Farmer's Market.
We're doing well, as you can tell.
Yep.
We don't practice beforehand. We just wing it.
Yep. Wing it. So this week in Farmer's Market, I want to mention 2 stores. I kind of got the 2 thingy. I don't know why. It's just how I roll.
Yeah.
So I want to mention Never Enough Time is an Etsy store, and it's THYME, like thyme, but it's
like
thyme.
Like the herb.
Yep. And the shop owners are Jane and Katie, and they have a Ravelry group and gorgeous yarns. I know it's Knittables and the Knitting Den have mentioned them, and yeah, they got this one pretty sparkly one. It's called Gingerbread. It's really, really pretty. So, yep, they got, I can't remember when they're going to be having an update, this following weekend maybe. But yeah, there's some pretty stuff over there. So if you read on where it says read more about their shop when you're on Etsy, there's a 10% off something. Something.
Something. Huh?
Yep.
Just got to do a little research. And,
Yeah, you just got to look. So, yep, really pretty.
Cool.
Scoped out a couple things there.
Imagine that.
I window shop.
I know.
Because it's so much, because when you click favorite, it's like you're buying it. But it's like that one step. It's like, ooh.
You're so funny.
I have fun with that button. So, and then there's another shop called Pixie Knits Designs. And this is Leslie of the Knitting Game podcast. She's Pix Knits on Ravelry, Twitter, Plurk. Pretty much everywhere. She's got one name. Yay. And she does bags, but she does them custom. So her pictures on it's Etsy, on Etsy. Her pictures are the fabric, so the 2 like complementary fabrics, and then it's a design. It's like Build-A-Bear for bags, and you pick if you want it zippered, if you want it drawstringed, if you want it not hard. What's in interfaced or supple or squishy, where you can just mush it in your purse, or just
so she'll
different
do it
options.
As however it is that you're wanting it. And
yeah, so they're not bags already done.
So is this like for a specific size then?
Yeah,
and
she has a couple different sizes, I think. So. Yeah.
Pockets, no pockets, that kind of thing.
I didn't read that much.
I'm just asking.
I can't remember. Because
well, that'll
she
be up
mentioned
to
on
you
her
to check
podcast
out.
too. But I was dumping a duck pool when she was talking about it, so I couldn't peek. You were helping me clean ducks.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. Well,
really
I guess
cool.
you check it out, and it's interesting that you get to build, tell her what you want.
Yeah, and I think she does her updates every other week, because I think she has like every other Friday off like you do, or so she has extra time to sew and get it out on Monday, and so
cool.
Yep.
Go check that out. It sounds interesting.
Yeah. A little bit different.
Yeah. Build-A-Bear for bags.
I love Build-A-Bear.
You just you see, it is exactly like Build-A-Bear, because she gives you the fabric. You tell her what you want. She gives you the fabric, and you stuff it with your own yarn.
Yeah. Hey. But she'll never have it described like that again.
Yeah, probably not.
So squeal like a pig.
I got a couple things.
Man, I got a lot of things.
Yeah.
You have a squill like a pig.
I have a squeal like a pig too. But do you want to get started, or do you want me to talk about my fish hat?
Let's do the fish hat first.
Okay. I got a fish hat.
From Sherry.
Well, it's a whole thing. So we received a package.
Yeah.
And it had a couple goodies in there. Some for me, some for Dawn. From Sherry.
I am stealing this. I said I am stealing this.
You're stealing
I
my
instantly
fish hat.
put it on.
Yeah, you
duck.
did like that.
The geese kind of ran from me. They didn't know what I was doing.
This is your protective cap. Huh?
But yeah, she sent me an awesome letter and a ton of pictures, and because I gave her a hard time because I just have a name, and she had sent us another package previously that had my mini donkey, so I told her that's what I think. When I hear her name, Sherry's the little mini donkey. So now I have pictures and stuff, so I have a face
she
to the
texted
name.
you her picture too, so here, a week or two ago. So I had the face to go along with it, but she sent the package out and sent me this great fish hat.
And she won first prize at the fair for that.
So so it's keeping my head warm. I tell you, So I was gonna try and rig it up so that I push a button and it actually wags for the podcast, but I didn't. Kind of ran out of time. So you guys get it in kind of static mode. It's just sitting here. So looks like it's eating my head. So.
Yep. And then she sent us some maple syrup. This is real maple syrup. And I can't read it. It's on the back. But she actually, these are her packaged syrup. I've never had real syrup. So it says what it can cure.
It's humorous. It's got a humorous, it's got humor in it, like we are, but but it's just, it's a little,
it's supposed to get rid of freckles, so I might have to just rub this all over. Yep.
So thank you, Sherry.
Yep.
That's great. I love the hat. This is nice. I think Dawn's going to steal it from me though, so we'll just have to fight over who gets the big fish.
Yeah. Who's the big fish in the pond here?
Yeah.
So I'll start with this. I got sent a package from Gnome Acres, which is the 3 stitches. Had the preemie knit along, and I didn't even open this completely yet because it's just packaged all nice. So I got Gnome Acres bag, which that might be.
Pull it up so they can see it.
Oh well, open it on up, boy.
Well, no, I just if you leaving it in the package, but it's
I kept it in the package,
like a little
so
tote bag.
It's a little
tote bag
that says Gnome Acres, and it has
their
Amanda
graphic
on
it and stuff. So.
And then I got some buttons, some of the Gnome Acres buttons
for our
button monster.
Yeah.
You can't even see his Christmas hat. I don't know why you chopped everything off today, honey. It's your fault.
This is how it always is. You just don't normally want to see the.
See, there's no maker's card.
The height.
So yeah, I was like, because it says congrats, Dawn. Hope you enjoy. And I'm like,
yeah, I didn't enter anything.
and I knew I didn't order anything, and so yeah. Then fingering sock weight merino nylon in the beached gnome colorway. That is so pretty. And when I opened this, I had said, "Oh, I'm gonna make that with it." Now I don't remember what it was. I told you. Yeah,
you did. See, now it's my fault that we don't know what she's going to make with it.
But so soft and gushy.
I'm sure it'll come to you.
I know. Yep.
But
yep. So between the 3 stitches and Amanda, I got an awesome goodie package.
Are we going to say more about why you got it?
I said the 3 stitches preemie knit along.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. No trouble.
And then JD666 Jean of the Twisted Straws podcast. sent me I did enter a contest for that. And it was her charity. God, this thing is itching. Just, ugh. So I won one of the prizes, and it's 3 different skeins of sock yarn, and they're all sparkly. Didn't know how high I'm getting. So, a whole bunch of sparkly, and then really cute little stitch markers. See, I leave everything boxed up because the cats.
Yeah, this guy.
Yes.
He likes to get into things sometimes.
And then I might not find them. So yeah, there's a cute little Santa sheepy, and then 4 like little presents. And they're all kind of the same colors. So really, really cute.
Cool.
It's had a good mail week.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put this down here, troubling you're not going to bug it.
Yeah.
And then, I had to try to remember why I had that sitting there. Do you want to see the minutes we're at?
We're good.
Okay.
Forward.
Then, I got a package in the mail, and I'm like, I'm like, I didn't order anything. And I opened it up, and I first saw what it was, and I started laughing. Because, was it last week that I mentioned Ploverbird?
Yeah.
And Ploverbird on Etsy, she's a bag maker, and I specifically didn't mention this bag because I didn't want anybody to go get it. And Whimsical Rain plurked, that I enabled her. And she said she went and bought a bag. Well, you guys, don't go and just do these plain old plurks. I'm going to say, what?
Which one?
What one?
Be more specific.
I had to do
You're
that
leading
with
her on.
Coggy TM the other. I bought yarn. Okay, what yarn did you get? So I gave Adrienne a hard time. I'm like, which one did you get? Which one did you get? And she goes, and I'm like, oh, I better not cut the one I'm wanting, or I just totally joking around, and she had gone and got me Happy Llamas. Oh, but the Happy Llama's over here. And it is so cute. It's even cuter in person. It's got this handle, so it can just sit right on your wrist, which I like handles.
Yeah.
So I can just keep knitting when we're somewhere, and it's got the drawstring with the little thingy, so you can slide it up and critters can't get your stuff. And then it has 2 pockets. I don't know if you can see them. And they're done with the Happy Llama fabric. So it is so cute. And then it's got the little Ploverbird tag.
Lift it up a little higher so it focuses.
There we go. But it is so cute.
Cool.
And it's got the cactus just like here.
Yeah.
So, and then Adrienne had a note attached. And then Melissa also had a cute little note and little stitch marker attached. And you too.
You surprised her.
Yes.
A happy surprise.
Yep, super happy.
Cool.
So now I can start using it because I kept
Now,
it
you gotta leave it nice and neat until we can
Neat
show it, and now you can start stuffing
Stuffing
it
it.
like Build-A-Bear.
Yep. And she's going to, Whimsical Rain also has her colored, I'm going to mess up the name, her Color Twisted in Color? Color Twisted. I mentioned it last week, her store.
It'll be a link.
And then Ploverbird is going to be going on vacationing her shop till I think after the holidays. So
Yeah, take some time off and
yeah, she
relax.
could really be cranking them out.
Yeah, stocking up, huh?
So then I was gifted some patterns on, some of them have been on different days and some were some wraps. So I'm just going to quickly go through these. And this one was yesterday. Aileen, Bella Socks, knew it'd be a little bit of a rough morning, so she gifted me the Priscilla the Persnickety Pig by Jenna Krupar. And Jenna did a great job on her podcast, Retro Lemon Studios, by Squeal like a pig.
Gotta say it right.
Yep.
Otherwise it doesn't count.
And Jenna, I can't believe none of these are black.
Yeah, gotta
Randy's
have a
black.
Randy. Guess we know what color yarn you'll be knitting that out of, huh?
Although I kind of really want to do it in the rest of my jelly bean yarn.
Oh, well, you know. It's a great thing about it. You just...
I might have to have a lot of pigs.
Knit with whatever you got.
And then Vivian, Wild Hearted 11. Her and I had chatted on trying to find a picture of it. It's called Stephanie's Wrap by Julie Blagojevich.
Page 2.
Blagojevich.
Yeah, that sounds close. I'm not good at pronouncing names.
It looks like the I think I'm getting low. Looks like The Color Affection. Here we go, by Vera Velamaki. But this one is a crochet version of it. So, see, I still got to do that
quicker, huh?
Yeah, but look how teeny that's done with lace weight. I know it's going to be quicker. That's going to be a lot of hooking. So that's really cool. So after all the Christmas, maybe I'll teach you how to crochet.
Yeah, you mentioned that a week ago.
And then Kari Kagitm gifted me Sean the Shelf Elf, and we're both starting it today. And I don't even know what we were talking. This is by Kimberly Gintar of the Giving Flower podcast. Kimberly. I'll show you what it looks like. And, this is so cute because it's like a take on the shelf on the elf. Except it's
elf
not
on the shelf.
Elf.
You don't want to put the shelf on the elf.
That one you would though, because he's scary looking, Chucky doll looking thing.
That Chucky doll, huh?
Well, he's got this creepy little face. This one is really cute, and I think Kari's even doing it in green. But I have Buddy the Elf yarn, and I'm really hoping it will stripe for him.
No.
So.
It's got a short enough repeat that it'll...
Oh! He just bit my arm. And it's Spinning Fates in the Tula socks. So I thought, oh, how perfect.
Trouble bit you, huh?
Yeah.
He was
grabbing my shirt.
Yeah. He gives love bites.
Yeah.
He doesn't bite, but he...
I felt teeth. That was bite. And then Hippie Penguin wrapped me her pattern, which is Hillary, the Hippie Penguin podcast, and it's called Lattice Cable Hat. Hey, since you're into hats, I'll just
I'll be the hat guy. You gotta just have me knit up the hats.
I don't know if you'd be able to do that yet. It's cabling. You'd have to.
Oh, you know how it is.
You can learn a cable.
Yeah, I'm making up my own knitting techniques, anyways.
That's true.
It'll come out all funky, but it'll cover the head.
And then Pamela Knits wrapped me the. Here's another name.
Skoldick?
Skudik? Because it's like school. Cardigan. It's a cardigan. By Hannah Feddick. So pretty. I love that.
Okay, we do that.
Detailed on there.
We do that to people with your Sequia sock pattern.
I know. Yeah. We're going to change the name on this. This will be the Pamela Knits cardigan. And then the Dandelion Days cowl was gifted to me by Sandy, Ms. Busy Needles. It's really, really pretty. And I'll have to find some kind of a yellowy yarn, 'cause dandelions are yellow.
Yeah. I don't know, you don't usually buy yellow. That's not the color that you know.
No, I don't, do I? I don't have none. No. Zip, zero, zilch.
Green, pink, sometimes blue.
And then little Rhea hen, Rhea, my sweet Rhea, she gifted me the Vulpix by Stephen West. And that's another one. I just the name.
Vulpix. You don't like.
But I don't see Vulpix when I look at that. I see a female part.
Yeah.
So thank you guys. I've already PM'd all of you, and oh, you're shoving stuff back.
No, I'm just rearranging. So. Is it my turn?
I think so.
No?
I was going to say picking on the farm, and then you kind of...
Oh, I was trying to clear off. You were piling stuff on all my notes here, so I thought I would clear that off. So we can do that picking on the farm. So, alrighty. Well, got a picking on the farm segment for you today. Here, 2 podcasts ago, I was talking about buying a camera and stuff, looking for the, you don't need the most recent model. But one of the things that that is important when you're looking for cameras to consider is I wanted to talk about today about the batteries for the cameras and the memory cards. These are 2 things that that are something that should be actually part of your decision making when you're going to shop for a camera. Is the batteries, not so much the memory cards because those are something that you buy apart from the camera, but let's start talking about the batteries. One of the things that digital cameras do is they use a lot of power because they need electricity to capture the image on the photo, the digital sensor. They need to process that, then they display it on a little screen display to show you what's going on. And those things take a lot of power. And so some of the cameras will come with their own batteries. And these are ones that are designed to fit into the camera, and they come with their own chargers. So the more expensive cameras actually come with their own custom, or I guess they're specific to the camera. They're these batteries, rechargeable batteries. And those are designed to give enough power for that camera to operate and take a lot of pictures over a certain amount of time. And basically that's one of the things you want to consider. If you're looking at cameras and you have a choice between getting one that takes AA batteries, or you have one that's in the same price range that you're looking that has its own battery that comes with it with a charger, go for the one that has its own battery because it's designed to power that camera. Some of the lesser expensive digital cameras actually run on AA batteries. One of the things, my recommendation for cameras that are actually powered by AA batteries is to invest in a set of rechargeables. Now there's a couple different types of rechargeable AA batteries, and one of the size-wise they're the same, but the power rating is different. And what you want to look for is the amp hours, the AH is usually how they're rated, and that'll tell you how much power capacity is stored in the batteries, and the higher the rating, the longer you can go taking pictures before the camera dies on you. And so I know like the normal Walmart, we buy rechargeable batteries for everything just because it's the amount you spend on them and how over time you get to recharge them and use them. You save a lot of money over just buying the normal alkaline batteries. But the ones like at Walmart, these are Rayovac Platinums. The rating here is kind of low actually for digital cameras. They don't work all that well. They're rated at 2100 amp hours. I have some that are Kodak. Now these are designed specifically for digital cameras. These are rated for 2,500 amp hours. So if you can get something that's 2,500 amp hours or more, look at the ratings, spend a little bit more, but in the long run you'll be able to run your camera longer if you're running on the AA batteries. If you're going to buy a camera, like I said, go back and look. If in your price range there's a camera that has the features you're wanting, but also comes with its own battery and charger that's designed for that camera, you're better off that way, because those batteries actually have much more capacity than like AA size rechargeables. So that's one thing I wanted to talk about.
But for a kid's camera, it's...
Yeah, for, like I said, there's nothing wrong with the cameras that run off the AA, other than if you're going on vacation and you're going out, you're going to have to take a pocket full of cameras if this is your primary camera. For a kid, Jimmy, we gave him one that ran on AA batteries. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just in terms of how long it lasts before you have to recharge them. You'll still get usage out of it. It's just the issue is, in terms of your primary camera, these are things that you want to consider. If you're going on vacation and you don't want to take a pocket full of cameras or a pocket full of batteries, then you get one that actually has a higher, its own individual thing. Do you want to pause?
Yeah.
Okay. And then the other thing I wanted to talk about was memory cards. Now each camera that comes out, the digital camera, they have their own memory cards. The predominant type are the SD, the mini SD, the micro SD. These are used in cameras, they're used in video cameras, they're used in phones, they're used in a lot of things. That's basically a non-proprietary memory card that you can interchange on different devices. Some cameras have their own proprietary cards, like the Sony had a memory stick. I don't know if they're still making cameras with that type of memory card. But one of the things that you need to consider with the memory card is when you get a camera and you're going to buy a memory card for it, you need to look at what size it takes. So you need to pay attention to the type of card that goes into the camera, as well as the maximum capacity the camera can handle. Because some cameras are limited on how much memory it can deal with on the memory card. So your camera may only be able to hold a 4 gig memory card. You can buy memory cards that are 64 gig and up, and you can spend a lot of money on a card, but your camera may not be able to use the extra. So you need to look at your camera, find out how much memory it can store. One of the most important things when looking at the memory cards is the speed. There's different speed ratings on memory cards. If you have just your standard point and shoot digital camera, that's I just kind of your common camera, the speed's not going to make much of a difference, because the camera can write to the memory card as quickly as the card will allow. When you get into the high resolution digital SLR raw image type cameras that can write a large volume of information, need to write a large volume of information to that memory card quickly because the camera's just working away. The higher end cards, you tend to want to go to a faster memory card. The memory cards have classes, and they're usually class 2 to class 10. Class 2 is the slowest, class 10 is the fastest. So a class 2 will work in your standard point and shoot type digital cameras, because they write in a compressed file format anyways, so they can write out to the memory cards pretty quickly. But for like the digital SLR ones that do video, if you have high def video cameras that take the memory cards as well, you want to have a faster memory card, so that because it's it needs to write the memory out as fast as it can to clear out and keep your video going. So that's something to consider. So if you're shopping around, if you just have the normal point and shoot digital camera, then any memory card should work as long as it's the right size and the right type, and the size doesn't exceed what the camera can handle. But when you start getting into the higher end cameras, you really need to go and spend a little bit extra on the higher speed memory cards. So, and you can use a high speed memory card on a point and shoot camera. It's not going to benefit you much. A lot of times the cost difference is not a whole lot. So if you wanted to spend a little extra and get the better one, you could. But really, you're going to see a return on investment when you get into the faster, higher end cameras that write out, need to write out a lot of information quickly, and that's where that speed is going to come into play. So hopefully that information helps you. But those are things to consider when you're shopping for a camera. Look for a battery that's built in. If not, then invest in some rechargeables. And then when you go shopping for a memory card for it, just keep in mind, your camera could have a limit. So you need to know what that limit is so that you don't overspend on a memory card that you won't be able to use all of the capacity and then the speed. So hopefully that helps you out when you're out shopping. But that's it for picking on a farm. So let me flick it back to you.
Does our video camera have a card?
Mm-hmm. It has built-in memory. Well, our video camera, some of them have built-in memory. Most of the the cameras themselves, they may have a limited amount of memory in them, but oftentimes they don't. Mm-hmm. Ours takes video cards, or it has some built-in memory. So depends on, each model has their own particular things. But some cameras have some built-in memory, but all of them will have the capability of putting a memory card into it. So, because I think the video camera we have has built-in memory and then spot for 2 cards, so you can like run for several hours without stopping. So
we don't ever take them out.
No, we don't have to. We we clear it off.
Oh, okay.
Well, seeing that we're talking about video, let me hop over to this a little bit. Digital SLRs. Ugh, talking crazy. Digital SLRs, a lot of the new ones will do video. The problem you'll run into if you're planning on using this as a video camera is that you are limited to how much video you can record at a time. It'll record like 15 minutes and then it'll stop and you'll have to keep resetting it. So if you're looking for a video camera and not a picture camera, I would look towards the kind that are designed for video. Because we actually use a video camera. We don't use a digital SLR that does video. The reason being is that we can record nonstop for several hours without a break in the video. Some of the digital SLRs, because they stop every 15 minutes, you have to stop and reset. And that's the reason being is the camera can only store a chunk of memory for the video so long. When it hits that limit, it stops. And then you have to reset the counter back. And so it only will allow you to record so much. And so our video camera will take pictures, just like a picture camera will do video. But if you're actually shopping for a camera you're looking more interested for video itself, you're better off shopping for a video camera because it does more things in terms of long-term video that, like our camera, it runs into the space limit, but it automatically continues and starts another block of file. It's a file size issue, so it just keeps stringing along the files for us where we don't have to stop and reset it. So that's something that you might also want to consider if you're looking around for a video camera. You might want to look at videos because I know the digital SLR ones do that, but there are some trade-offs. So let me flick it back to you again.
So in the arena this week, wanted to mention 2 new podcasts. One of them is my friend Emily. She's Champty Dragon on Ravelry, and it's called, I'm trying to remember because the blog is a different. It's called Handling the Sticks. but I think the blog is holding the stick. .blogspot.com. I will link it. I watched it. I did watch it.
You need to start writing all these names down just so you
know. Well, and now I can't even remember the hockey team that she really likes. She wears red. It's red.
Devils?
No.
I don't know.
Well, now maybe it is, but I'm not going to say, yeah, you're right. Anyways, it's a hockey-themed Fiber Arts video podcast, and she does all the segments in hockey, the
terminologies.
What's that? With first, not quarter. Is it quarter? Yeah, first quarter.
No, they're not quarters.
What are they?
So you're going to put me on the spot. Yes, I'm not thinking hockey right now.
Me neither, and it's just went right off. Anyways, go watch her, and she does. She's all into the hockey. So it was really cool, and you hear the...
first period.
Thank you. Or is that basketball?
No, that's first period, yeah.
I was gonna... Bad. Never mind. So go watch Emily. She has one podcast up, one episode, and so hopefully she's gonna be trying to get it onto iTunes. And
cool.
So she had got the little... Because for Girlfriends Knitting, on episode, I think was it 38, she asked for the girlfriends to make her episodes, give her episodes to cheer her up and stuff. And Emily did one, so that kind of spurred her, I think. So that was really cool. And
cool.
So, and then another one I watched this week, where she's only on YouTube, I think, right now. You can watch it off of her blog, which is sheepdreamery.com. The podcast is called Sheep Dreamery, and her Ravelry name is Sheep Dreamery, and see, it makes it easy for me. And her real name is Kelly, and so she talks about her stuff she's doing in the shop. I think there was 4 episodes of hers. So it's hard for me to watch because it is on YouTube,
Yeah.
Because the bandwidth sucks. And then Mr. I'm on WoW gets grouchy, and so...
Teenagers, huh?
Yeah. So go give her a listen, and she has a whole Etsy shop, and she's in Cincinnati.
Cool.
I always want to do that when she says Cincinnati.
I don't know.
So, I think that's about
can't
it.
Help you.
I do want to give a... I had started a list that I wanted to do a big hug and special thank yous for all the PMs on Ravelry, the comments on the blog, the text messages, the messages within our thread for this last podcast. I mean, it took me a couple days before I was even able to respond, because I didn't want to be just there were some quite lengthy messages, and I wanted to,
give it its due response.
Well, it was hard to read a lot of them at first, and the first day I didn't want to deal with it. So, and I still got a few to get back to, but that's another thing because that's important for me to get back to everybody, and it really means a lot. And all those messages are saved and to read it again later, and they really mean a lot. I mean, it's hard to express in words back to the thanks, the how it makes me feel, and because I don't think you can really express certain things sometimes, and it means a lot. So,
thank you.
I just snorted. Oh my gosh!
And we captured it.
I know. Oh yay!
So, anything for What the Duck? Or was that What the Duck?
No, Stitches in February. That'd be What the Duck's coming up.
Yeah. So thank you for all the iTunes reviews. We got a couple new ones this last week. We appreciate those, for you taking the time to go and leave us some positive feedback on that. And you know, if you watch any of the podcasts, and you know, it's appreciated for all of us podcasters to get, you know, some encouraging words put on the iTunes and whatnot, because, you know, it helps keep us going. Plus, it helps elevate our ratings and all that other stuff. So it just helps out. So so we appreciate all the new iTunes reviews. Buttons, if you can get a free video podcast button, Wolf Farm video podcast button. See, don't have one to show you. Just ask in the comment section when you place a paid order. You know, ask for a free one, and we'll ship you out one with your order. So take advantage of that if you
forgot to do your German.
Oh, I did, didn't I? Well, maybe next time. We were talking about this. We have some German listeners, and Don's mentioning to them that I speak German, but it's been many years since I've done.
But you had a lot of classes.
Yeah, I took it in school for 5 years, so I.
See, he taught me.
Yeah.
Morgen, nor nicht heute sagen alle fallen Leute. Is that the whole thing?
You're pretty much.
Have no idea what I'm saying.
I didn't do it to music, but
that's the only way I remember it.
Yeah, so we can say Guten Tag, meine Damen und Herren. Wie geht es Ihnen?
It sounds like you're cussing someone else.
No,
nicely.
yeah, I guess I could, and then nobody'd ever know it. So, but anyway, so anyways, I think that about wraps it up, doesn't it?
Yeah. Oh,
it's yours.
So until next time,
let's get cracking
and hatch a net. Bye, y'all.